everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Daria and today I'll share with you my 5 productive habits that I've developed over the past few years. So first of all, I've always had a very busy and productive life. In college and sixth form I had sports and societies as well as work experience and a lot of free time for study that I had to block out and manage myself in order to make it the most effective and productive possible. But once I've got to university, the amount of choice and the amount of societies and sports clubs as well as social events just took the better of me, and as well as the timetable not always being the same, I just would find myself double booked a lot of the time or missing things, just not realizing they were on. So since then, and wanting to make sure that I get the most out of university and being the most productive and effective I can be, I've developed those 5 habits that really helped me along my journey, and I still use them now in order to plan out my time and just have the most time available for me to use it in the best way I want. So first of these might be quite obvious to most of you, but I've never had a proper planner or a thing to keep track of all my things. And so once I got to university, all my classes were timetabled online on Google Calendar, and what I would do, I would just add my social events or anything coming up to that calendar in order to have my day more organized. And then on top of that, I would have like a notebook like this, and I would write to-do lists with squares, and then I could just tick off any activities that I had to do that day, and that really helped me visualize how much I had to do and also stay on top of everything and make sure I'm able to attend all the things that I want to and plan my time better. Okay, so this one probably everyone knows but no one does, and I actually found it a really important habit to have, and it's doing the tasks as soon as possible. And all the procrastinators out there are running away and switching off this video right now, but it's really helped me achieve really good marks and just not have that guilt in my head all the time of I should be doing this instead of watching Netflix. So why this habit is really important is because once you start on the task, I'm not saying you have to finish it straight away, but just plan it or think about it. And the earlier you start thinking about it, the earlier you eliminate really ideas that are just not feasible, and you can come up with better ideas or discuss it with lecturers or team, like people working in your team. And this will really help you identify the best ideas that you will then spend majority of your time working on. And if you have any questions, this is the time that you can resolve them instead of the night before you just writing some first idea which is not the best. So this has really helped me not only plan my time better and complete tasks ahead of the time and not being stressed about it, but also get better grades because I would really only expand on the good ideas, and the bad ideas would be eliminated at the beginning of the process, so that I could focus my attention on really producing a good piece of work. Another thing that I wanted to add on top of that is, even if this habit is not regarding some really big pieces of work, but rather it's just little things that you're putting off, like replying to emails, things like that, you're likely to forget about them or just have them in your head all the time and thinking about it rather than just simply doing it there and then. For example, I've had a lot of emails that would just be like, oh, I'll reply when I get home, and then I don't reply for a week, and it's really important. So usually in this case, I find that if I reply on the spot, I'm able to do that, and then it's just gone out of my to-do list and sorted ahead of the time, and then I can sort things much quicker. Tip number 3 is utilizing non-productive times of your day. For example, if you're using public transport or waiting in queues or maybe walking somewhere to get to places. I've started watching or listening to podcasts during those times to really get some useful information in. Or for example, I get a news letter sent to my email every morning, and I can read that when I either walk or get on the bus to get to places. And this has really made my time during the day more productive, and like reading the news or podcasts, I get so much information out of that. And even prior to graduate interviews, I was able to keep my eye on the news and really increase my commercial awareness this way. And I wasn't blocking out time during my day to do that. I was just using the non-productive parts of my day and making them so much more productive and preparing me for questions that might come up in interviews, or even just making myself more aware of things going on in the world, and being able to contribute to conversations, or even start conversations with my peers about really important topics. Tip number 4 is limiting distractions, and this will really help you. For example, if you're in the library or trying to get some proper work done, limiting distractions such as your phone or even emails coming through on your laptop, or even people coming to your room for a chat or distracting you in the library or even in the workplace. Just blocking out some time that you are really going to focus. So making your phone, putting your phone in the on the shelf or hiding it away, or making sure it's on airplane mode so you can't get distracted by it. Furthermore, letting people around you know that you will need an hour or two just to like work really hard, and this will be the most productive time that you have had ever. You will see how much more you can get done in that little amount of time, rather than going to the library for the whole day but actually only spending 1 or 2 hours being productive. So limiting distractions will really help you be productive for a chunk of time that you've designated to it, rather than wasting so much time thinking that you're being productive but actually using only a small percentage of that time to complete your work. And the last of my tips is planning ahead, and by that I mean, for example, in my case, this is batch cooking and food shopping. So I would plan ahead my food shop for a week or even 2, and do it once every 2 weeks. And I would usually either do it online or just go to like Lidl or Aldi. But by doing it online but by doing that, I already have a food shop list that would allow me to get everything I need, and I would only alter it a little bit every week. And that ensures that my food shop is as efficient and as quick as possible, because I don't have to create new lists every day or think about buying new food items every day. And leading on from that, I would usually batch cook. So if I make one meal, I would usually make a meal for like size for 4 people, then probably save a portion for a fridge, and then the rest into a freezer. And then that is great, because then when I fancy that meal again in a week's time, I can just defrost it and it's ready. Batch cooking really saves me a lot of time, because rather than cooking every day, I'm able to cook 2-3 times a week, and then have a lot of the meals left over even for lunches, or making lunches in advance as well, preparing meals at the weekend. and then I don't have to think about it during the week, and I can focus on the productive things rather than making food or going shopping to collect one or two items, because it wastes so much time otherwise. Although planning ahead could be applied to a lot of things, and I can encourage you to think about how it's applicable to your daily lives, I find it most relevant for food shopping and batch cooking, but like I said, it will be different for everyone. So I really hope these tips were useful and that you can adapt them to your own lives, because they've really helped me achieve so much more every day and be so much more productive and less stressed. If you found this video useful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate your support, and thank you so much for watching.